Righty, here we are. What is it today? Sunday, September 28th, 2025. Time for some more ship spotting. Okay, everything is set up. Yep. Nice. Hey, Big Barry. Good. Well, it's past 12. I can say good afternoon. Schneider, Moin, Giant Ray, good afternoon. EG, good afternoon as well. Welcome in, everyone. Oh, it's so peaceful on the river today. Almost makes me wanna whisper to you guys. Jesus, I went live. I had 2 bots on Twitch and 1 on Kick. Something tells me YouTube is winning. Moin, Ulrich. Welcome. Hey, Tigger. Good morning. Look how quiet the water is. It's almost like a mirror. It's really cool. You can even see the reflection of the ship in the stream. Look in the water there. Really quiet water today. Almost no wind, no clouds. Sun is out. Except for the barking dog. Moin, Helpcam. Welcome. In terms of ships today, I have zero idea what is expected. I just felt like today is a good day. We'll head out to the water and we'll see what we can catch. I do see a Maersk container ship underway. I see a chemical oil products tanker underway. And then we're looking at one that is going away from us. So got a little pleasure craft going by. Where is it? There she is. Tiny one. Moin, Gerard. Oh, I think it might have been me, EG. But it was a new one, I think. That's fine, though. So I do think we just have passed low tide, because I see the water is starting to come up again. If I zoom out a little bit, you'll see that our favorite guest of the stream, where is he? Oh, there he is. Steven Seagull is here as well. I'm gonna have to change the white balance. Let's set it to auto for now. That should be a little bit better for the stream quality. All right. There he is. It's a nice spot to spot. Oh, is he doing kung fu? What was he doing? What was that? He was making a pose for us. He's still like standing on the tippity toe of one of his feet. Okay, there we go. What are you doing, Steven? All right. There's also a vehicles carrier, a Ro-Ro, parked on the other side. Some of the... Ooh, I haven't seen that before. Suardias lines. That is new to me. Lake Como. Well, that's a lake in Italy. if my geography is correct. I assume she's either waiting to go into Vlissingen or she already left Vlissingen port. I don't think this one will come back and go to Antwerp. It came from Zeebrugge and it's on the way to EVL. That's Everingen probably. It's just the anchor point she's at. And then if we pan a little bit to the left, there's still a bulk, a bulk carrier parked over there as well. Although that one might actually be docked to the pier. No, it's probably on anchor. This one, let's see where it is parked. For some reason my internet connection on the phone is very slow today. No, that one is anchored there. The Golden Brilliant. Oh, it's going to Ghent. Interesting. I wonder if it's waiting for something. Because that is not where Ghent is. And then if we pan a little bit, oh, we're still in this optical zoom. If we pan a little bit further, we have the Maersk container ship approaching. And I believe it is a Maersk owned ship for once. So it should be in a more, no, this is not the one that is, no, this is one that is leased for rent. There was another one coming today from Maersk. Oh yeah, there's at the coastline still. The Johannes Maersk is coming. So that is a Maersk ship that they own themselves. Hey Kirby, good morning. Well, good afternoon. It's just past noon. Also got a bird posing. There he is. Just some flexing in the wind and drying his wings. It's always funny to see. There's not a lot of wind, my friend, to blow you dry. It's very quiet, the wind. Hey Rob, good afternoon. So the first ship, she's just hiding behind the pier there. We'll see her in a minute then. I can stay on this too for now. Let me check the wind actually, the wind map. So the wind is coming from the south, east-ish. The wind is 2 meters a second right now. It's almost nothing. Don't shoot the bird. I won't, Ian. He's still flexing, by the way. He's still standing there with his wings out, trying to dry off a bit. Well, I was just checking radar now. It seems that we might have a quiet stream today. Not too much coming. Ooh, what is that over there? It is, I think, a container ship coming. Let's see. Yep, it is a container ship coming. Moin Oostbrot. Hunting. No, I'm not a hunting kind of guy. It's really not my vibe. Why is that ship so dark? Is that just my glasses? Oh, okay, now I see it. Let me grab my regular. I'm wearing my sunglasses from driving the car. Everything is a bit too dark now. Here's my regular ones. Hey Paul, good afternoon. Oh, it's the Libra and Virgo barges filled with containers being pushed by one of those little push-pull tugboats. Look at that staircase. Oh, and look at the... I hope the compression of the stream doesn't hide it, but you can see the exhaust fumes, like the heat dissipation from it. Really cool. Hey, Mr. Posh. Good afternoon. Hell yeah, B6. I also have a cold coffee with me. Hazelnut macchiato. Was also moving a bit slow today. I was digging in the backyard yesterday, so I'm a bit sore everywhere. And then we also went out for a family walk. But yesterday I wanted to stream, but there was basically, like today, almost no traffic. So I decided to skip yesterday, but we're here today. We'll be here for a few hours and we'll see what we can see. Although I'm not expecting anything crazy. I was just looking on radar. Pretty quiet in the weekends over the past few months. Stephen is making a ruckus. Stephen, please, don't be so loud. Hey, Old Slow. Good afternoon. He is starting to drift a bit. Bargeo drift. Paul. You know what the deal is with YouTube, Paul, right? If we ever reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I will rent out a whole event ship and we will do a tour of the river here. There's a little wasp again. No, go away, wasp. The bot started. The agreement is that it's 1 million legitimate subscribers, Ian. Hey, Big, any big girls today? No, so I came out without any expectations today because yesterday was extremely quiet on the river and looks like today we're gonna have a similar situation. So we'll just enjoy the peace and quietness today. The slowness of life on the water, by the water. Well, I will fly someone out for a cruise first class. No, I will take a cruise first class myself and I'll make a vlog out of it. If you reach 1 million subscribers. It's pretty impressive to see the barge with all the containers on. It's quite long for such a small shippy. I hear the engine revving all the way here. boating season. Wait, is there a boating season? Every day is a boating day, in my opinion. There's a 366 coming from the harbor? Really? Let's see. Did I miss that on radar? Well, then at least we'll have one big girl. Big ship. Wait, nope. Where is she? Is that it? Oh yeah, it's the Pearly. We saw her come in on Friday, and now she's leaving. I should make a picture of her. There's still no picture of her with the new windbreaker on her. Oh yeah, I've been reducing the amount of streams a little bit, Steve Roer. Just spending a bit more time with the fam over summer. As this is still a hobby for me. So, what do we have coming? We do have a 366 big ship coming. Might fly the drone for that one. We have a smaller container ship coming our way from over there. I think, yeah. And then I also think I saw a dredge there. Ooh, and we got a little inland ship coming out of the canal as well. And then we have a Mars containers. Oh, it's clipping. God damn it. Thanks for testing. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Toast. Nobody ever tells me that. Hey, Rudy. Thank you for the like. Stay on the inland ship for a minute. And we got a Mars container ship coming in from the coast as well. Two, actually. One of them is leased and one of them is owned by Maersk, so we can check the differences between the two. Oh, everybody else watches on mute. That could be it. That could be indeed. Where is she heading to? Probably to Vlissingen, I guess. Suddenly quiet. No, my mic was clipping, so I turned it down a bit. Maybe I should turn up one more. I think this is the sweet spot. Yeah. Also not sure I said hi to you, Shirley, but hey, Shirley. The high tide was 5. Oh, the low tide is now. Okay. I thought the tide was already coming back. Maybe that's another reason why this weekend has been pretty quiet on the river. The low tide is right around noon. Has been like that for the entire weekend. So most ships, especially the bigger ones, come in just past high tide, from what I've seen. Hey, Lou. I was actually here with the family yesterday because we went for a big walk in the nature area here in the area. And then we grabbed McDonald's and we ate it here on the spot. It's very nice. Although I do enjoy it more without kids. They're so loud. So coming in is the first Maersk ship of the day. We'll have 2. So she is coming from over there. And then there's the first one. Oh, is that one have a tugboat ahead of it? Oh, that's interesting. Gerard. Ooh. Oh, there's the horn. Gerard, thank you for the gifted membership on YouTube. Thank you for the support. And Kex received it. Thank you. Okay, let's get out of this optical zoom. It's a bit wonky. Oh, look at all the little birds on the beach there, on the shoreline. So this is the Cam Mia. And she is going to Ghent, indeed. She came from Antwerp. What? So this ship went out to sea to then return back to come to Ghent. Hey Toast, not sure if I said hi to you. Missed opportunity to call it Mamma Mia. I'm sure there's ships called Mamma Mia. Many of them. I'm not sure if does she also have a tug behind her? I'm actually surprised this one gets a tug because it's a smaller one. Usually, yeah, there is a tug behind it as well. She must be limited in her maneuverability then. I do think she's fully loaded because she's pretty deep in the water. What is her draught? Yeah, 7 meters. But yeah, we've seen ships of this size that go into the canal to Ghent without any tugboat around it, so pretty interesting. How big is she? 144 by 24, yeah. Must be because she's heavily loaded. I think I see a coaster ship behind it as well. Grab some more coffee. Sorry for the slurping. I should put the mic away for a minute. Here we go. That is the coffee finished. Oh, I see the nice man from the traffic control that came to talk to us the other day is here as well on the spot. Cool. Why does that tugboat look so tiny? What? It's Multratug 22. Sitting under the Bulgarian flag. That's an interesting one. 19 by 6. Yeah, it's definitely one of the smaller tugs. Then Multratug 13 is behind, which is one of the bigger ones. Yeah, that one is 31 meters in length. Yeah, so it is a tiny tug. I guess they don't need more assistance than that. I think it's always a cool shot with the tide being so low that you can't see the beach or the shoreline of the water with the ships. Gives you an idea of how close they get to the actual shore. Oh my god, Toast. Don't go there. Toast made a very dirty remark on Kick. Not dirty. More. There we go. And we got the Marsk in the background as well. It's beautiful. Not sure if we're gonna fly the drone or not, maybe for the big ship, but I'm a little bit more conservative on the drone flying in the current climate. like the lower sun that we're getting this time of year. It does make for some very interesting shots. Also the colors look good. There's a lot of ship spotters out today. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people with cameras. Maybe they're all here to see the MSC Perle later. Such a cute little tugboat. Oh, somebody with a tug is here. Oh, with a tug, with a drone. Indeed, it has one bow thruster, and she doesn't look to be full actually. My mistake, she's empty. If I have to guess, then maybe she has some kind of reduced steering or something. And there goes the drone. I'll get the drone out for the big ship later. Sure, you've seen it before? I have no idea. Chem Mia. We've seen chems before, but that's like from the company calls all their ships chem something. So maybe that's what you saw. Okay, as I'm gonna fly the drone later, I'll already do some setup stuff for that as well. The question is, what ND filter do we use today? Was it a bit longer ago? Oh yeah, that's also possible. Go through all the VODs toast. Or maybe you can use the Discord channel to look for it. 16. Don't think I have a 16. It's 32 or 8, I think. That is also possible. Looks really funny if you look at it like this massive bow, a little tuggy in the front. There has to be a specific reason now why she has 2 tugboats around her, and there's also like 1, 2, 3. There's so many ship spotters here right now. Is there anything special with this ship that we don't know? Oh yeah, that is a beautiful shot. Look at the reflection of her in the water. Hey Hermie, good afternoon. Just look how close they get to the shoreline. It's so cool to see with this low tide. It's such a beautiful morning for making shots of it. Moin, Ida Sina. We got a cruise ship in the YouTube chat. Including the lips. Suddenly is busy. There's 4 ships in a row now. Let's turn to the next one. The Uni-Baltic ships. The Amethyst. I feel like we've seen this one before. Came from Sevilla in Spain. Yeah, I'm gonna say that she's pretty empty, but her superstructure in the back makes her a lot deeper there. She was red and blue? Yeah, I always thought Uni Baltic had blue. Maybe they recently changed to green? Because it's called amethyst. They're going for the green. I'm gonna go to the bigger ship now. The Maersk is on its final approach, as they would say it in airplane terms. Okay, this one gets a bit closer. I can switch out the ND filter on the drone. Smoking allowed. Another very rusty Maersk ship. Again, this is one of the ships that they lease. So they're not the owner of the ship, they're just the manager of it. A little bit later today we will have a Maersk ship that they own. So we can look at the difference between Maersk ships that they lease and Maersk ships that they own. There should be a significant difference in rust and how fresh it looks. Why they always such rust buckets? So basically, Phil, Maersk has two types of ships. I was just saying, as I was just saying, there's the leased ones, also the ones that they don't own, and the ones that they own themselves. From my experience, the ones that they own themselves are in much better condition than the ones that they lease. So, yeah. And you can always see the difference if you look at the Maersk ship and you see that Maersk is the first word of the name of the ship. That's a leased one. If Maersk is the second part of the name, then it is one that they own. So right now this is the Maersk Londrina. It's a leased one, came from Hamburg. But in a little bit we'll have the Maersk, Johannes Maersk, so first word is not Maersk, and that is one that they own. And it should be in a bit better condition than this one. But let's be honest, is it really a Maersk ship if there's no rust on it? I can only assume that the ones that they lease, they have some kind of agreement that they don't need to spend time on the maintenance. And it is the owner's responsibility, but they care less. Something like that. All right. Everything is set up for the drone. It's gonna beach? Nah. As long as it's within the green buoy that you see in the water, it's not gonna beach. But woo, there's a massive bee, wasp. No, go away. Oh my god, that thing is huge. Let me yeet out of here for a minute. Is it gonna go? What is it doing? Bruh, that is a huge wasp. Oh god, please don't sit on the car. Okay, I can't control the camera for a minute. There's a massive wasp on it. No, don't go in the car. Oh, Jesus Christ. I freaking hate wasps. Oh my god, it crawled into my car. It crawled, oh my god, it crawled behind the light. The rear light. Okay, it's out. Ooh, it was very angry at me. Please land on the ground so I can put my foot on you. Dirty ass wasp. Oh my god, no. I really need some kind of wasp repellent. It's been like a few weeks now. Oh, it's under the freaking lamp thing again. You guys are probably gonna laugh at me for all the wasp shenanigans. Stand on the other side of the car for a little bit until the wasp decides that it wants to leave my car. Dude, it literally went in underneath the lights again. The tail light of my car. It's a massive sudden drop-off. Yeah, it absolutely is. It's also the shipping lane, so between the buoys is continuously being dredged, so it's deep enough for these massive ships to go through. We got the other container ship from Antwerp is also here. But we'll see on the Marsk for now. Hey GB, good afternoon. Dude, how does he keep visual line of sight with such a tiny drone? I do love it when a big ship like this comes by when the tide is so low. It's really cool. It does make you realize a lot how close they actually get to the shoreline. I mean, this is the classic Marsk poop stain livery. I don't know if the wasp is still underneath my car backlight. Reflection of her in the water. It's really cool. Meanwhile, the AS Petrona, it's behind her, but we'll stay on the Marsk. She's really close to the shore here. Wow. It's really cool to see. Stand on the other side again. See if this, just knocking to see if the wasp is gonna come out or not. Oh no. So there's security from the chemical plant here. They're saying that everybody has to get off the pier. What? Bruh. Oh no. Nobody is responding to him. Yeah, that would be a new rule. I mean, he's now just standing next to his car looking at all the people on the pier. Nobody on the pier is making any movement. Interesting situation. Yeah, yeah, I call it a pier. It's just like a little thing sticking out. And there's still people sitting there taking pictures. Also, look at the waves hitting. Really cool. And he's getting back in his car and he's driving away now. Not sure what the storyline is here. I would assume this is public area. This is not from the chemical plant. No. Yeah. There's also zero signage that you cannot be there. Ooh, nice rumbling noise in the Mars ship. In the year 2024, AP Muller/Maersk had an annual revenue of $55.48 billion. The amount that goes on in shipping is absolutely insane. The amount of money. A wave breaker, would that be the more technical term? Okay, from now on I'll use wave breaker. Toast, just for you. Oh, everybody's now leaving the pier. Oh, I do see the MSC ship in the distance. Have I got my swimsuit on? No. Do I have to? So, the next big ship that's coming is on the horizon now. We saw it on Friday already. And it has like the brand new massive wave breaker design on the bow. It's very interesting. It's retrofitted to this ship, because the older pictures it doesn't have the whole front panel. And apparently that will deliver up to 3% fuel efficiency. So we'll see that one in a little bit. Also, if you're wondering if the Earth is curved, this is perfect proof that the Earth is curved. You cannot fully see the MSC letters, but once she's closer, you will be able to. It's funny that you say that, EGB. I was thinking about it on Friday as well. It's been a while since we really saw a ship smoking and using the exhaust scrubber. I remember over winter we saw a lot of ships using it. Maybe it's more applicable when it's cold, dry weather than when it's humid. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are for using the scrubber. The Perle is going to Gdansk. Yeah, we'll see the Perle in a little bit. Until then, so 2 ships that we missed. I can maybe show you guys a little bit. They went behind the Maersk. So it's this little tanker ship that was coming. No, that came by. The gas piece. I think there's 2 people operating the overlay. Also going to Gdynia in Poland. And then the other ship that snuck behind the Maersk is this container ship, the AS Petronia. Looks like there's a lot of refrigerated cargo on that one. Toast can take over. Toast, you got the lead moderator. Oh, he's gonna make lunch. Hey Tech Dice, good afternoon. Ulrich, do you put on your life jacket when you watch the ship spotting streams for immersion? The AS Petronia is on the way to Hamburg. And it is a container ship, but I think it's mostly refrigerated containers. Yeah, look at that. It's all refrigerated containers, the white ones, I think. Really cool. The guy who was flying a drone just a while ago here had a Beluda shirt on, which is the VB tugboat. That's Beluda towage. So he probably works for them. Ahoy, Theo. Good afternoon. So also on the coastline now you can see 1 container ship, and I think there should be another behind it. No? No. Yeah, there's another ship behind. No, just 1 ship. Is that the other Maersk ship? Hey, Los Cator. Let's check if that is the other Maersk ship that is coming our way. Yes, it is. So that is the Johannes Maersk. So that is a Maersk-owned ship. So we'll see if that one looks better in a little bit. Other than that, let me see. If you are just joining, there's 2 ships parked on the other side as well. We've got a bulker over there. Let's just go over them real quick. A bulker and also a vehicles carrier over there. And they're waiting to go into Vlissingen. Oh, look at that little sailboat going around in front of it. That is huge. Also, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to start thinking about a new tripod. This thing is very wobbly and unstable. Oh, my phone just went out. Let's go back to the chat. Moin, Ria. I think, yeah, there it is. There was another inland ship coming towards us. Let's keep the Maersk in the frame as well. Hey Akandas, good afternoon. You create, yeah, that's right, you create the life jackets. Sometimes you need to test them. What better case would be better for testing a life jacket than watching a ship spotting stream? See, we are approaching the end of the first hour of the stream. Maybe just a small sellout moment if you're new and you like the ship spotting vibes. Don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch or Kick. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe. It's all free and it helps the channel grow. And you know my promise, guys, if we reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube, legitimate subscribers, I will rent out a full event boat and we will sail the river together on the event boat. So if that isn't the motivation to subscribe to the YouTube channel, I don't know what is. Holy moly. Ria, dankeschön for the 5 gifted. And apparently Valorant added 1 gifted sub. Oh, is it gonna do all of them? Yeah, let's just do that. There we go. Dankeschön, Ria, for the support. So a little bit of a gap in traffic now, but more ships are coming. And a very interesting 366 meter one, which we also saw on Friday for the regular viewers, where we get to look at it again. For the top ship stream, thank you. As you all know, everything I earn from the stream I will invest back into the stream to get better equipment, make better video. And now that I look at it, I think there's another ship coming from Antwerp as well. So that is the MSC coming towards us. What if we pan a bit more? That is another one coming. They don't use scrubbers as they pollute the river and the North Sea with sulfur. They do use them though, EGB. I've seen them use it plenty of times, but as I said, I feel like they mostly use it over winter. Maybe the weather conditions also has a better pay for the mods. Another promise though, so if we reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I will start paying you guys. That is the Costco shipping that we see. The Xian Luan Yung Yang. We'll talk about that one in a little bit then, once it's closer. So yeah, we got some container ships coming. 1 Maersk, 1 MSC, 1 Costco shipping. I believe there's also a bulk carrier that's underway from the coast. And we have the Maersk slowly heading out now towards Antwerp. We got some kind of jet boat coming, or speedboat. Where is it? There it is. Sunday with me is a top Sunday. Thank you, Rhea. I'm glad you enjoy the streams. Yeah, it is a proper speedboat. Westerschelde Vice. Whenever I see a speedboat, I gotta think about Miami Vice. One thing I haven't checked is the canal, if it's anything. Let me check while we look at the speedboat, if there's anything coming from Ghent. Noticeable or notable. Nope, nope, nope. Some smaller general cargo ships. An oil tanker. Nothing grand. What is that one? Also an oil tanker. It's quite a big oil tanker, that one. 188. Yeah, there's some stuff coming from Ghent as well. I totally agree with that, Rhea. All the mods are great. Ooh, sorry. I do think that the next expansion of the... Wait, who's redacted? Do you have a mod that we don't talk about? I'm curious now. I need to know the drama in the mod world. I was about to say that I think the next expansion for the stream might be a better tripod. This thing was good to start, but I feel like it's already showing its age after... I have it almost a year now. I think the tripod was one of the first things that I got. The tripod and then the camera. Lots of Maersk ships this weekend. So we had a container ship from Maersk on Friday, we had a tanker ship from Maersk on Friday, and now we have 2 more container ships of Maersk. It's a Maersk kind of weekend. Usually MSC is like the majority of container ships, but not this week. You see like this up and down movement, that's where the tripod starts to wear a bit. So if we ever get to 5 million subscribers on YouTube, we can buy a boat like this, and then this will be us. Tall structures part of... Wait, hang on. Are these tall structures? Oh, shit. Which ones you mean? This? That's a ship. That's what you were talking about. Sherman. The right side of it. That's... No, there's a sandbank there. And then a little village on the other side. So this is a sandbank in the middle of the river. I can even see that it gets really dry there. No, left. And then you got a patrol vessel in the middle of the river. There. It's a patrol vessel from the government. I just had it. Oh, I think I know what you mean. You mean... hang on, where is it? It's further to the left. You mean these 2 things? Those are signs. This is the back of a sign. So on the other side of the sign there will be a K, which indicates that there's a cable underneath the river here. And it's a high voltage cable. Well, I assume that's what you meant. And then we do have a lot of, there's a whole port area over there. Like all those scaffolds are basically sea platforms that are parked there for maintenance or other reasons. Those are things that can go out at sea, and then they lower these massive stilts, and then the ship can hoist itself out of the water, basically. Yeah, you mean those. Yeah, so that is part of ships. Yep, for sure. There's also an abandoned sea platform, actually, if we go a little bit further to the left at the entrance of the port, behind the tanker. That is an abandoned one, and there's actually a YouTuber who urban explored it, an urban exploration YouTuber. I linked it in the Discord last week, I think. He released a video. So he got like a little inflatable boat, and then late in the evening when it was getting dark, he paddled onto this sea platform and he stayed there for 24 hours. So this is a completely abandoned one, which is in a pretty bad state of decay, I would also argue, already. Like the whole superstructure is leaking, so whenever it rains, all the water just seeps in. Yes, it's a tanker with a sea platform behind it. Yes, yes. It even has a helicopter pad, that thing. And yeah, there's more of those in the port over there. As you can see. So the one that is behind the tanker is actually an oil drilling platform. It has the whole drilling facility. There's the MSC coming. Well, I'll probably fly the drone when this one is close to make some aerial footage. Until then, we got a few smaller ships coming in as well. No, I'm sorry, EG. Just as you put the overlay on. God, I like how quiet it is here today. All right, buddy. Thanks. It does look like all three of the big container ships will be here at the same time in front of us. The Maersk, the MSC, and then a little bit behind the Costco shipping. Hey Momo, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. Hey Big Ship Collector, good afternoon. The Paradox. What a good name for a ship. Let's see chat for a minute. Oh no, no, the big wasp came out of the car. Holy shit, that's scary as hell. Oh my god. Where did it go? Please don't tell me it's inside my car. Let me just... Are you inside? What is up with this wasp? Let me just open the car window so if it flies in then it can get out. Oh, I even bumped the camera. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, there's been a wasp harassing me the entire time I've been here. Also, the car is very warm right now, so it won't hurt to open the windows. What do you mean key not found? I'm right here. There we go. Sorry, apologize. Okay, I think I'm back. Oh, got a little speedboat coming out now. Ooh, and then this is a cool shot. Coming straight at us. My ears. Yeah, wasn't it that cam? Because of the BME scaring myself, I punched the HDMI to HDMI 3. Oh, I'm sorry, Shirley. Yeah, I want to fly the drone when this one gets here. The MSC Perle. Because as you can see, it has a very interesting bow design, which has been retrofitted on the ship. So I want to take some good images of that later. Moin, Hamburghaven. Hope you're doing well. On Friday, yes, it is the same one that came in on Friday. Yes, indeed. So if you're just joining, we have a Maersk ship owned by Maersk, so coming in from the coastline. Then there's a dredge underway as well. I'm not sure if it's going to come all the way here. Then we have the Maersk that we just saw earlier. We have the MSC Perle. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. With the retrofitted wave, it's more like a windbreaker because apparently it will result up into 3% fuel efficiency increase. So that's why they are retrofitting it. And then behind it we have the Costco shipping. So don't go anywhere, we got a lot of stuff coming. And I'm being harassed by a wasp, so that might turn into something funny at some point. But I think it's gone now. Kill it. Yeah, I was saying to the wasp, please land on the ground so I could put my foot on you. But it actually, so the rear lights of a Volvo CX40 apparently have little gaps where wasps can crawl in between. So it literally crawled into my car for like half an hour. And just now it just popped out again. And I don't know where it went. I just hope it flew away. Oh, we got a coaster coming in as well. Let's go check that out for a minute. A new pet. I'm not really a fan of wasps as a pet, but be my guest. Let's see, what is this one? Carla C. Is that the name? Carla C? Yeah, it is a Carla C. It sounds like a stripper name. Came from Turkey, İgdas. Man, it's super busy here for ship spotting today. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. For people with big cameras making pictures. Ooh, she has a very nice humming noise to her. Look how flat the surface of the water looks. Really neat. Everyone enjoys a nice hummer. So for me, hearing the heavy rumbling of a ship engine brings me back to my youth. So I grew up somewhere along the canal to Ghent. And when I was in my bed, when I was a kid, when I was laying in bed trying to get to sleep, and one of the big ships came by, because we lived close to the canal, I could hear the rumble from my bed, like the heavy bass rumble. So whenever I hear it now, it brings me back to my childhood. I like the soothing feeling of laying in your bed. I don't know, I like it. Maybe that's why I like ship spotting so much. You are 99% sure she's loaded with steel coils. Oh, wait. Why would she be bringing steel coils? There's a steel factory up the river. Hey, Elizabeth. Good afternoon. Welcome. So if you're just joining, don't go anywhere. We got a 366 meter ship underway. Look at the reflection in the water. Beautiful. I think the 366 meter ship will be here in 20 minutes from now. Something like that. And 2 more big container ships. Oh, it's a different grade of... Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll be making some drone footage as well, live, in a little bit. Oh, such a nice hum. I'll be quiet so you guys can hear it. Interesting over here. Yeah, so the steel coils that the ship is transporting is probably from scrapped ships in Turkey. There is a lot of scrapyard in Turkey for ships. Wow. Must be hella loud on board though of this ship. MAK engine. Is there anything specific to it? Why it's so rumbly? I was almost thinking of like a little two-tact motorbike. Those are also very loud, like very tick, tick, tick, tick, tick. We do have the big ship there in the distance coming towards us. That will most likely be the next big ship that we see. Those are just, yeah, this is just a very deeper, heavier, oh, the bee is back, the wasp is back, Jesus Christ, they're here. For your stream so far. Oh no, I did it. I bumped the button, trying to flee the wasp. Annoying little bugger. I wonder if let me try something. I'm gonna put my jacket on top of the area where he is so eager to go into. Let's see if that holds. It's gonna be fine. Okay, I shielded off the wasp area. Gonna stay on the parley for a little bit. So she is on the way to Gdansk now in Poland. 366 meters long, 48 meters wide. Built in 2013, so she is 12 years old this year. But when she was built, she didn't have the massive spoiler that you see in the front installed on her. So they installed that afterwards. Which apparently will lead to a 3% more fuel efficiency. So it must be worth the cost to install these. In savings, I guess. What is that in front of it? Is that like little tiny sailboats? Yeah, look at that. Crusaders of the Westerschelde coming with their boats. With the giant next to it, it does bring a little bit of scale to it, doesn't it? That's a really cool view. Also looks like the dredge is not gonna come all the way out here. She's making a U-turn now. So that means she must be dredging that part of the river now. Hey Tajama, happy Sunday, or sunny Sunday. It is definitely sunny. That I can confirm. Check something as we wait for this one. Holy moly. Did I miss? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Another big airliners live rate. Are you guys all watching ads now again? Thank you for the rate, airliners. Twice in a row, I think, for me. Appreciate that. Thank you. Well, all of you aviation enthusiasts are right on time because we are about to take to the sky in a minute. We're gonna fly the drone live on stream when the ship is a little bit more close than it is right now, because as you can see, it's still a little bit far away. Once she gets closer, we'll take a look at the ship from the sky. So stay tuned for that. Hey Nathan, hello ship watchers. Ah, thank you, Shirley. I gotta say thank you to you as well then. True, I forgot you were a moderator there. True. Well, I have to say they've been having a lot more success on YouTube than they have on Twitch, right? Real quick, we got one of the tugboats coming out. I think that one will intercept with a bulk carrier that is scheduled to come in. So we'll see Multitug 1 back. Yeah, exactly. I've seen their numbers on both websites. It does seem like the most potential for plane spotting is on YouTube, not on Twitch. This is the first, this is number 1. We should try to catch them all, don't we? There's a lot of them though, the Multitugs. I think there's over 40 of them, at least. $1993. They have older ones though. They have tugs from the 80s. I think old tugs look really cool. I always say that the tugboats are like the muscle cars of the river. Because they're very powerful, they're very maneuverable. They can basically do donuts in the water. That's how maneuverable they are. Because they have like a propeller underneath them that can spin 360 degrees, which makes them very maneuverable. which is of course needed for their functions. I think that the Maersk and the MSC will be here at the same time. It might be tricky to get good aerial shots of it. You might have to just stay on one side of it. Oh, I think they just turned on the exhaust scrubber. There's a lot of white smoke now coming out of the chimney. So in case you don't know what an exhaust scrubber is, a lot of these bigger ships, they run on heavy fuel, which once you burn it is very sulfuric, very acid. So one of the measures they have is an exhaust scrubber. So basically they wash the exhaust fumes before exhausting them. And then you get this more white, yellowish plume. And I think they just turned it on because it was doing it earlier. Or get great shots of both of them at the same time, maybe. Let me start setting up stuff and things. Okay, let's check. Okay, this works. The MSC Press, yeah, we saw there was a Hanjin ship until 2007, I think, something like that. The ship is still 3 kilometers away. Yeah, I know. But the Maersk one isn't. I might just do one flight and catch both of them. And we're still waiting on satellites for the drone before we fly. Oh, what a beautiful shot though. The ship turning around. There we go. Yeah, I'm recording, don't worry. We'll get the sweet 4K footage on YouTube later. Still quite a bit out though. Oh no, the wasp is back. Not the time wasp. Leave me alone. Dude, look how flat the water looks. It's beautiful. can choose, do we look at this one or do we just look at the MSC one? I think it's more impressive with the yeah, in case you're wondering, I'm trying to read not too much chat while flying. Look at the reflection of her in the water. Oh, this is a beautiful shot. Switch to the wider camera. Check out the mask again. Oh, sorry, wrong button. We zoomed in on the ground. I don't know which one to check out first. I guess the mask is just a little bit in front. Thanks for the clip, Shirley. Appreciate that. Oh, that is gorgeous, though. Look at that design on that bow, so cool. She definitely dropped some containers. I feel like she was more empty, well, more full when she came in. Sorry. Words. Yeah, if you're new to the channel and you like what we do here, including the drone flying, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch and Kick, or subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thank you. Here we go. 3,000 to 6,000 euros a day savings with this guard a day. So it adds up. Then you have one more shippy while I'm flying out. Might as well take a look at it. Let's do the zoom lens thingy for a minute. Well, like how you can see Antwerp in the distance. You see the cranes from the container ports. So that's where the ships, most of the container ships end. Those massive cranes in the distance. There's a few on the biggest container dock is actually on the right now. On the horizon, on the right, you see all the cranes. That is the bigger container dock. Any huge ships? We just saw one, Bamboo. We just missed it. Wait. So, there it is. 366 meters long. 48 meters wide. So if you rewind, you can see. Then we have one more container ship while we're in the air. There we are, waiting on. It's longer than a carrier. Yeah. Like the biggest ships in the world are not flight deck carriers, they're container ships up to 400 meters. Like the one we saw on Friday was a 400 meter one. All right, let's wait it out for a minute as this one approaches. So this is I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Xin something something. It's from Costco Shipping, which is a Chinese company. It's even sailing under is it the Chinese flag? Yeah, the China flag. This MSC is 6,000? No, it must be more, this one, than 6. Hey Barbara, welcome. Glad you're enjoying the views. Capacity that I have for the ship is a 13,100 TEU. So that is 13,000 20-foot containers. So just like the short container. So you can almost divide a number by 2. Though it's not exact math, but for the regular size containers. So that is indeed, yeah, around 6,500-ish. Suddenly, oh no, microphone. Oh my god. Sorry guys. I was saying that, oh, there's suddenly a lot of flies here. I was trying to hit one, but I hit my mic off my my chest. I'm sorry. Yeah, stuff is rough today, Toast. Pretty empty, this one. Not too full. Hey, gentle freak. Oh, it's a bit wasp. There we go. You hear wasp? No, that was a drone. That would be crazy. That would be a crazy wasp. That would be a very scary wasp. Wow, the MSC is already pretty far out. She's very smoky. Look at all that green smoke, yellow smoke. I think we'll use a drone again today. So. Hey Jeff, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for watching. Okay, so coming up next, we do still have a bulk carrier that is going to take, I think, a right-hand turn here in front of us. I will wait for that one, and after that I think traffic will die down a bit, so I might wrap up things after the big bulk carrier that we will see in a little bit. So I've got one more big ship underway. Change over to the pool. Pretty sure it's the same stuff they're burning in the port, my dude. All right, so let's see, where's that bulk carrier? Yeah, the bulk is currently getting a tugboat attached to it. Can we see it? Oh, we just can't see it. It's just out of frame over there. So that one, that is the bulk carrier, I think, that is coming. But it will reappear from the pier in a little bit. Until then we'll... Ooh, what is that? Something interesting. Ah, the wasp is back. Why do I keep calling it a bee? Oh, it's like a very old school ship. And then remember the little boats that we saw next to the MSC ship? Looks like they've all like stranded over there or something. Let's try it. See what they're doing. Lots of flags on it. Are they having like a little party on the sandbank there? Or was that the old ship, the Emmanuel? They're lost Vikings. They took a wrong turn somewhere around Norway. They ended up on the river here in the Netherlands. Okay. Wait. Yeah, they're actually standing next to the ship. They're actually walking on the sandbank. That would be a good spot to ship spot. Dude, that was like a bicycle motorbike? What the hell was that? That was trippy. It sounded like a motorbike, but it's actually a bicycle. That's so weird. Hey, you know what I'll do? I'll put some motorbike engines on my bicycle. Yeah, let's go back to the guys who are... the bulker is not yet inside anyway, so... Ooh, what is happening? Camera, please. There we go. What are they doing? Dude, they're right. Shirtless? Really? Show offs. It's 18 degrees. Still, show offs. It's an original moped? What? It looked like a regular bike retrofitted with a motorbike engine. It looked really weird. Well, I guess they're stranded now on that island. Oh, there's more people there. Oh, sorry. Yep, there we go. That's a new dogging spot. Also, for those of you who missed it earlier, our good buddy Steven Seagal is present today in all his glory. Yeah, but for me, a moped usually has thicker tires and like a little bit thicker structure than a bicycle. Anyway, we have Steven. I think he's enjoying the sunshine right now. Oh, wait, you got an invader? Is that his kid? I think that's that's his child or her child. I think we've seen these two before here because I think last weekend we saw one that was like puking and then the other one was eating it. So I think that was those two. The bulk is still behind the pier. We do have a cool shot of the two container ships we saw earlier. Look at that. So we should see the bulk carrier, our final ship for today, appear from the left, from behind that structure in like 1 or 2 minutes from now, I think. Maybe even 5 minutes. That's exactly what we saw, Paul, what you described. Hey, Copper. Well, welcome in. Whereabout do you live? Without exactly saying where it is. Do you live in Vlissingen, Terneuzen, or further up the river? Another spot we regularly stream from is Walsoorden, although it's been a while since I streamed from there. The convenient thing about this spot is that I can be at my car. The western part, okay, cool. There she comes. There's the bulk carrier. If you're completely new to this, the bulk carrier is basically a ship that will transport raw materials. Holy moly. That was a loud ship horn. Oh my god, how do I pronounce your nickname? 3948 GNU. Thank you for the prime. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. GNU. I'll just call you G. Yeah, so a bulk carrier is basically transporting raw materials. So could be coal, ores, could be some kind of sand material, could be also like rice and corn can also be transported in these bulkers. So it could be many different things. a lot of the bulk carriers here going to Ghent are transporting stuff for the big steel plant up the river. No, it could not be pudding. Pudding would be in a tanker ship more. It's too liquidy. It has to be dry toast, dry stuff. But yeah, a lot of the bulkers here go up the river to the massive steel plant. So it could be iron ore, some coal stuff. Lots of that being transported here. I slipped my keyboard setting up my user. I thought you were slamming your head setting up the username, but yes, appreciate it. Hey, thanks for lurking. And thanks for your message. Love chocolate. So every once in a while we do see the fruit juice tanker come by here, because there's also a big fruit juice terminal in Ghent. So there's literally fruit juice in a tanker ship. Ship full of fruit juices. It's a delicious ship to be on. Could be pudding. Why do you guys want pudding on the ships? There's no reason to transport pudding across seas in like a bulk form, I would argue. Tanker. Crude pudding tanker. Just like a crude oil tanker, crude pudding tanker. Hey Rob, pudding. Yeah, people want to see a ship full of pudding. I think you guys are hungry. She's smoky, this one. Holy. Look at that. Nice plume coming out. Pizza at 2 p.m. What is this? And for all of you who are just joining, you have missed the biggest ship of the day, which was this one, 366 meters long. We took a look at it from the skies. It was majestic. He's sharing. Well, he can bring me a slice, although I won't be here for too long anymore. So. You do know that StreamBuddy has a location tracking, right? So I know where you live. Just kidding. It doesn't have that. That would be crazy if I would add that. Use the drone to get it. I think the range is too limited to fly all the way up to the north of the Netherlands. So guys, if you're new to the channel, you like the ship spotting stuff, don't forget to follow for the Twitch and Kick viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, I see there's 100 of you today, so I'm pretty happy with that number. Don't forget to subscribe, then you'll see when I'm live again. Probably on Friday next week will be the next stream. But you never know if there's a little pop-up stream during the week. And of course on YouTube you can smash the like button. And I'm gonna say it one more time. You all know, if we reach 1 million YouTube subscribers, I will rent a whole event boat. And we will get subscribers on that boat. And we will do a massive tour of the river on the event boat. That is my promise. Ooh, that's nice, Rob. Great to hear. But then again, the question is, when will they do it? Hey, Cliff. The nearest unfound geocache, we're looking at it. The thing is just above it. There's a cache where you have to go through the tunnel underneath this river, and the ship is about where the tunnel is. Quite a few scratch marks on this one. What is her draught right now? So we're looking at the, scrolling up. Wait, is she not on the overlay yet? I'll look on the radar. The Mandarin, so it's a bulk carrier going, oh, it's not going to the steel plant, it's going to Sluiskil, which is closer here on the river. She came from, that's interesting, Porsgrunn in Norway, where she probably picked up some materials to dump here. Before that she was in Immingham, and before that she was in Canada in August. Then, how deep is she? That's what I wanted. Oh yeah, she's currently, so there's another 9.6 meters of her below the water surface. So she's deep. Difficulty 5. So this bulk carrier has its own cranes. So if she would ever be in a port where there's no crane facilities, she can load and unload herself. Self-sustaining. Oh, with this little wind, the water looks gorgeous. Look at the reflection of the cranes in the water. That's really cool. Hi. So quiet here now. Oh, I love the reflection of the cranes in the water. It's almost like you could walk on the water. That's how flat it is. She's taking it really, really slow. We'll take a small detour for a minute. There's an inland ship coming in with scrap metal. It's another big area along the canal where they have a lot of scrap metal. You know, they have like piles 20, 30, 40 meters high. So this thing is also delivering a lot of scrap metal. Look at that. It's all metal. It's a very metal ship. Sorry, I had to make the stupid joke. Also, there's an insane amount of ship spotters out today. I think it's because there's not a lot of wind. It's a very nice condition for making pictures. So where this ship is going into, the big bulk carrier will also turn into in a little bit. It's like unrecognizable scrap metal. The BBC Tokyo is just passing Blissing and it looks cool. Let me check on radar. You're gonna have me sit here for another half an hour, Toast? Is that what you're trying to do? I mean, if it's an interesting ship, man. Ooh, yeah, that is indeed a very interesting looking ship. Is it going to Antwerp? It is, yeah. We'll be here for a bit longer. I want to see that one. And it's brand spanking new. Ooh. Yeah. Well, the stream just got extended. I can thank moderator Toast for that. We got a very unique heavy load carrier ship coming in. I can already see it actually with my naked eye. We'll look at it in a little bit once the bulk has passed. Thanks for looking at that, Toast. A very busy stretch of water. Oh yeah. And actually I would say, Elizabeth, that it is a bit quiet today. Usually it's busier. Named in June. Wow. Ship is a few months old. So this one is going quite slow because it has to take the corner here. Maneuvering a ship like this always is like a delicate balance between going fast enough so the rudder has enough fluid dynamics to work versus not going too fast so you miss the corner or you hit something or you, yeah. She could use a little lick of paint though. Four out of 10. You want to do a rust rating on her? Okay, let's do a rust rating as she's going slowly by. So often on the channel we do, if you're new here, we do a rust rating. We give a number to the ship from 0 to 10 on how rusty it is. 0 out of 10 means it has 0 rust. 10 out of 10 means it shouldn't be floating. So you guys can all get your numbers in the chat. You can vote. But you know this is a dictatorship, so I'll have the final say. So let's take a good look at her hull. Look at all the rust on the cranes. And you can get the number in. You think it's always funny when the tugs go backwards? Or do they? Okay, so I had a 4, I had a 3.5. Looks like the cargo holes look okay, but they're painted brown, so it's really hard to see. 7? Ooh. It's rough. Not a lot of voters today. A 6 out of 10, 7. Got the deck hands ready for the mooring lines. So just around the corner here is a lock where all the ships have to go through, as the canal to Ghent is not a tidal river anymore. Yeah, I will give this one a 4.5. for us. Maybe even a 5. Look at the cranes. Crane really needs some paint or sandblasting to get the rust off. There she goes, onto land. Deploying the wheels, and now she's driving. Hey, Silver Molly. Good afternoon. All right, so we got one more interesting ship for today, thanks to Toast. Once this one has disappeared around the corner. I think she's still in the UK, Toast. She goes. All right. So, the ship that Toast saw on radar, I have to use the zoom. There's the MSC, there it is. I wonder if she'll probably be empty and be picking up windmill parts in Antwerp. Yeah, look at that. That is an interesting looking ship. Brand spanking new since 2025, since June. The BBC Tokyo. Came from Avonmouth in the UK, going to Antwerp. And I think it's safe to assume that she'll pick up wind turbine parts, like the blades in Antwerp. So I do want to check that one out. It's always cool to see these newer ships with the whole superstructure, the bridge and everything in the front. Makes them very unique. Although we're seeing more and more of these types of ships. Also see another container ship at the river entrance. The sun, yeah, nothing too special on that one. Another Arklow ship as well. Yeah, this will be our closer, I think. Oh, sorry, the ship has gone. Nobody told me. Oh, there it is. Keep an eye on it. Nothing is close here right now. We do have Steven Seagull, who's scavenging right now. He's looking for more crabs to eat. If you were here last weekend, we saw one of these eat 2 crabs in one stream, catching it and then devouring it almost completely. Oh, he's already gone. Where is he? There he is. My dude. Oh, get something? Yep. Stephen, you can do it. Show us how you catch a crab. It's really hard catching crabs while the tide is rising. They'll have more luck once the tide is going down again. There she is. Yeah, it's a very steep drop off, Demon Days. It definitely is. I mean, it's a very cool shots today showing how strong the drop off could be when these massive ships come by and it's low tide. Yeah. Wonder what a BBC stands for with this ship. You know, it can stand for British Broadcast Company. Wait, I can look it up. Maybe it's in Vessel Finder. So yeah, new ship. It's owned by BBC Chartering, so not sure if it stands for something BBC. 150 meters long, 23 meters wide. Let's check the particulars. Looks like it's Breeze Heavy Lift GmbH. It's a German company, but I still don't see why it's called BBC. Can I see where it's built? No, I can't. It's not on there yet. So in July, she was in India, in Tuticorin. Do you think it's built in India, this ship? It was named in June. In July, it was in India. In September, it was in Erie, in the US, Lake Erie, I guess. It was in Hamilton, in Canada, and then in Avonmouth, in the UK. And now I came here. Oh, yeah, BBC Chartering. Just wondering if there was any abbreviation, what it stood for, the BBC. Hey Pigeon, long time no see. Welcome in. It's always very peaceful and quiet here on the river. Almost makes me want to whisper. How am I? I'm good, I'm good. Enjoying some relaxing time by the river. We had a nice selection of ships, including the big one that we see in the distance going away. And we got one more cool boat to check out. A brand spanking new one. Breeze Bischoff are the founding partners, okay. So it's probably Breeze Bischoff Chartering, Breeze Bischoff Company, yeah. Thanks for that, Giant Ray. I hear an airplane, but I don't see it. If there's any plane enthusiasts left from the airliners live raid, I apologize, I cannot see it. Is it bulk chartering? Me. Why don't I see the plane? It's pretty loud actually. Wait, is it a plane? Or is it maybe some kind of speedboat? No, that has to. Oh, there it is. Now I see the plane. Do you think we'll be able to do a little moment of plane spotting? Let's try it, just for the fun of it. Oh, there's no chance I'm gonna catch this one, is there? Wait, I should go back. Wait, where is it? It's a very loud plane. No, I cannot catch it with the camera. See, this is why we do ship spotting. It's much easier. Wow, look at the clear visibility. I just realized how far you can look towards Vlissingen, the city in the distance. Zoom? What do you mean zoom? We were already zoomed in, War. How much more zoom do you want? We can do optical zoom. We can do 10x optical zoom. There you go. But then there's a lot of heat dissipation, making it blurry. So we'll keep it on this for now. She's making good progress. She's a speedy girl. Both ways, EG. I want to do the whole length of the river. That's for next summer, right? I would love to start on this side at the coastline, go all the way to Antwerp, cross in Antwerp, and then go all the way back to the coastline on the north side of the river then. Would be a fun little trip to do. I'm not sure if I would stream it actually. Might just do it for myself. Yep, that's a ship. Very, very keen observation, Lash. Very keen. Can you tell us what type of ship this is? That's probably on the overlay. Damn it. Can you tell us what it's going to Antwerp for? Big ship? No, this is a tiny ship. The big ship, where's the big ship? The big ship was earlier. That was the big ship over there. That was 366 meters long. This is relatively mid-sized. Only 150 meters long. like the wind has died down even more and there's even less waves in the water. Bridge in the bow looks interesting. So the useful thing about this design is that they can load up their cargo even higher, I guess, than the bridge, because they don't need to see above it anymore. I think it's also a bit more aerodynamic. You'll see that it has a pretty sharp bow design, the whole superstructure as well. Okay, she's hiding behind the pier now. This will be our closer for today, by the way. I really wish they would demolish that pier. So we've been doing this for close to a year now. I think we're 1 or 2 weeks away from being here for a whole year. And we've only seen this pier being used once in a whole year. But it's blocking our view. The engine is still in the stern? I think so, yeah. It's one of the things you often hear about this new design where the bridge is in the front, is that the engineers are not too happy because they have to walk a lot further. Oh my god, what a ship is that? Oh no, are we gonna be here for another hour? Nah, it's not big enough. It's only 333 meters. I saw a big ship on the horizon there coming from Antwerp. But where is it? Hang on. Oh, no. Camera, please. There she is. That is not an apartment block on the land. That is a ship on the other side of the land coming towards us. Say what I was saying, that engineers are complaining that if they have to go to the engine room, it's a lot further of a walk. Or even less convenient if there's an emergency and you need to go there fast from their cabin. It's a longer walk. It's always cool to see these massive ships with some land in between. I'm not gonna wait for it as it's still like an hour away, or more like 45 minutes, but the YM tutorial. They need the cabin near the warm engine room or they get cold. I think it's more a convenience thing when there's an emergency, probably. Why is it not? That's what sailors use. Also, let's be honest, miles an hour. Nobody wants to use miles an hour. There's no logic in miles. We either do kilometers an hour or knots. Shipping actually uses knots because it corresponds to a certain degree on a map that you move. So that's why it has been like that for forever. Yeah, 1 knot is 1 nautical mile, and 1 nautical mile is like a certain area on a map. Akandos once explained it to me, and now I already forgot. He knows better. This is a cool shot with the big MSC in the background. There and back, I mean, yeah. So there's also a new generation of container ships which has a similar structure with the superstructure in the front. Maersk has a few of them already, I believe. And also the engine is still in the back, but those are like 280 meter long, or even close to 300, I think. So that's quite a walk back and forth to the engine room. There is 1 nautical mile equals to 1/60th of a degree. So that is very easy to then draw out on a map. So I assume it's something that comes from the ages when they were still using paper maps and they had to like draw out stuff. It would be convenient. Wait, knots are used because in the old days they would throw a board over the side of the ship. Yeah, and that's okay. Then that's how they could know the speed. Yeah. Okay. But then again, you could tie your line and your knots spaced out for kilometers an hour or meters. Look how flat the water is, though. It's crazy. There's almost no waves on it. Remember this, the next time we're here and there's a storm. And there's a crazy amount of wind. Remember how it looks today. I'm not gonna pull the drone out again. I don't think we would see anything more anyway. Going 27 kilometers an hour. Yeah, she's making good speed. Yes, it's around 30 kilometers an hour for most ships. I think the fastest ships are going around 18 knots on the river. It's already beaten up on the side. Ooh. You're right, lockdown. Ooh. Okay, we'll see more of that in a little bit when she gets going to need some rough handling. If you do exclamation mark camera, I think it is, you have all the details of the lens and the camera that we're using. Damn. So that's June, July, August, September. 4 months old. Whew. Yeah, that's still the correct camera and lens. Something scratched on the BBC. That's crazy though. Must have happened somewhere in a port. I think it's all scratch marks from the first officer had it. I knew we were gonna say it, Thomas. I was waiting on it. The first officer had to try it steering the ship in port. Oh, all the ship splitters are coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. It's a very ship splitting kind of day. Well, I do realize that there's no chimney on the back on this one. So maybe the engines are in the front, AI Bill. All of these ships have like a chimney at the back still sticking up. I love the reflection in the water. It's beautiful. But yeah, that is a lot of scratch marks for just a 4-month-old ship. Are we sure she's 4 months old? Somebody got fired. Ship on British TV. Oh, look at the reflections. Oh, love it. So look at the bow design. Very interesting. Like a big pointy nose. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna pick up wind blades in Antwerp and then go back to the UK or something. It has 2 bulbs, true. It has a bulb under the waterline and a bulb for its nose. Oh, sorry. Safety first on this one, but you are allowed to smoke apparently. Wow, that is a lot of text on that ship. Subil, yeah, I love your reaction. Well, everybody knows Graham Norton toast. Today you learned. Is that a crude oil tanker now coming in? There's so many ships. Let's check. No, it's another bulker going to Ghent. Oh, okay. All right, on this beautiful view, I'm gonna wrap up things here for today. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I came with no expectations to the river today, but it's been a very interesting day. So some good looking ships. Even a brand new one that doesn't look brand new at all. Other than that, thank you all for being here. I should be back on Friday for more ship spotting. If you haven't followed yet, follow Kick Twitch viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe. It's all free and it helps the channel out a lot. And of course, if you want to go the extra mile on YouTube, you can smash the like button. All right, see you all next week. Bye-bye.